Monday.com board view tutorial. Hello guys and welcome to this new video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can access to your dashboard of your Monday project and how you can add the views or the multiple board view into it. So for those who doesn't know what is Monday, it is going to be basically a project management platform that will help you a lot to manage well and also divide the tasks between your team members. So we are going to head over monday.com, sign in for an account, and then we are going to head over our workspace. So for example, if you're going to add a board, you can go ahead and click on the workspace or select the workspace that you want to add the board to. Click on here on the plus sign, and then you're going basically to click on board. So you can go ahead and start with a template or create a new board from scratch. So from here, we are going to select the board and we are going to add it. In our case, I have already a board, so it is going to be set up in here within the specific, let's say here, space for it. So this is going to be the task representing board. So this board is going to have our tasks that we are going to have divided in groups. And these groups are going to be added or divided to whatever you want. In our example for today's video, we have the to-do group and also the completed group. That means that we are going to have the tasks that we are going to do into this specific columns, or these are going to be the table grouped together, as you can see. And also we have the completed one. So aside from that, we have this, as you can see, the main table view. This is called the main table view. And you're going to confirm that with seeing here main table. As you can see, this is the tables, or this is the header of the board. The header of the board is going to contain all the views that are available or you have added. Of course, this is only the view that we have added, or it is going to be automatically added. But we can go ahead and add another view by clicking on the plus button like that. So we are going to click on here. So we're going to have a lot of board views. These are going to be named board views. We have the table, we have the Gantt, chart, calendar, Kanban, file gallery, form, and blank ones. And of course, we have the apps and widgets. The apps are going to be installed, so we are going to have a board view app. So let's present the table. If I'm going to have, for example, the table, I can go ahead and have it right there. And I am going to add it. And as you can see, it is going to be having the same outlook or the same layout as the main table, because this is going to be the table or the nomination of the table. I'm going to delete that view. I do not want to duplicate the main table. If I am going to have another view like the Gantt, I'm going to click on it and then it is going to have the view, and that view is going to have some widgets. These widgets are going to be representing, for example, the tasks by the name and also the due dates of them. So you can go ahead and control the widget length and also the width of it. So you're going to have here, as you can see, a baseline. Maybe you can consider it as a timeline. So this is going to represent the task and also the duration of it as a timeline. You're going to see the dashboard, or the not the dashboard, but the specific task dashboard, like the name, the group of it, the assignees, status, and etc. All the information about a task. Now, let's move on to another view. We're going to add the chart. The chart is going to be representing some graphs or any type of, let's say, representation or static or statistic representation in whatever form. So you can go ahead and add also some widgets in here, and these widgets are going to be nearly the same for all of the specific views in here. So you can add charts, numbers, batteries, Gantt, file galleries, and apps. So this is going to be the chart. You can go ahead and double or modify the chart by clicking on the settings, and you're going to select the chart type, for example, for a pie, donut, lines, bars, columns, areas, and bubbles. Also, you can control the axis that has been available in here. You can go ahead and customize the colors or the different filters or the representation of the x-axis and also the y-axis, just like that. So this is a one thing for the chart. It is going to be mainly used for the statistics and also for performance measurements. So you can go ahead and have it just right there. Now I'm going to add another view, which is going to be the calendar. The calendar is going to have here the let's say, scheduling of the tasks. As you can see, we have the name of the task, and also we have the label of them as the specific status that we have. We have the done, not started, stuck, and working on it. It is going to be filtered by that. You can also click on the settings, and then you can go ahead and change the uh, columns that are going to show in here. So we have the due date and timeline, and you can go ahead and select the color by selecting, for example, another one. So we have here the status. You can change it to the priority. As you can see, this is the label of it, the groups, the boards, and the assignees. So it is mainly going to be your daily task or your daily view. So you're going to see who is going to have a task, what is the timeline of that task, and how many days it is going to take to basically accomplish that task. You can also add the widgets. As you can see, all of the boards or the views are going to contain widgets. So you can go ahead and have up to 30 widgets, and then you can complete or combine them together. Now let's move on to the Kanban. What is the Kanban? It is going to basically be a card or a specific organization between the cards or for cards like the tasks. So in here we have the cards represented by some labels. As you can see in here, we have the parameters set up as a standard for the status. You can go ahead and change it. Of course, like the Kanban columns, you can have them as a priority or status. And also you can show the batteries. This is the battery as you can see. So if we're going to remove it, we are going to have it like this. The battery is going to represent the task in here, and it is going to be adding a coloration to the specific view. Now, aside from that, how is going to be the task in the Kanban? Basically, it is going to be a card or a representative for a card with a title, a due date, the priority, and also the status of it. Also, you can have here some notes and the assignee and the updates or the comments if for it. So you can go ahead and move on here depending on the status of the specific, let's say here, card. You can go ahead and move it wherever you want. So it is going to change the status when you're going to move it. Also, it is going to be notified for the personnel or the team members. Now, let's move on to the file gallery, and it is going to be representing the files that has been shared on the workspace or the board that you are controlling. So any file that you're going to have in that specific main table, maybe you're going to have some attachments, you're going to add a column for files. So you're going to type in here file. You can go ahead and add whatever file that you want. For example, you can have them right there. So you can go ahead and select any file, then you're going to find it on the file gallery. Now, let's move on to the other form or the other view, which is going to be the form. And this is going to have the form itself. So you're going to create a form specific for the team members that you have or for the clients that you're going to share. And based on this form or this view, you're going to give the team an idea about the type of task that has been, let's say here, demanded from the client, if you're going to have this distributed to a client or for the team member to know how to work. Now, for the blank one, it is going to be a blank view. You can go ahead and add whatever widget for it. So from numbers, batteries, and etc. If you're going to add numbers, you're going to have some sums. If you're going to have average, median, minimum, maximum, these are going to be the chart settings. So you're going to have it just like that. Now for the apps, you can go ahead and head over here, add Figma integration, formula column automations, required columns, and more apps as much as you want. So it is going to be, let's say here, very effective for the third-party integrations if you're going to use maybe some other platforms to compensate the lack of not seeing something on Monday or something like that. That was pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the content, and I hope to see you soon on the next one.